Do you really want more targets in 2022?
I mean, that's the only way that I feel like I can make plays.
Yeah.
Over the last 5 seasons, I have yet to get a season over 75 targets.
What? Over the last 5?
Yes, over the last 5 seasons. And my thing is too, I don't have anything with PFF. I just want to know how they go about their grading. Like, if I get 2 targets a game, how am I getting graded out to be a 50?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand that. Like, I want to
see. I think what they do is, even when you're not necessarily getting targeted, they look at body position, where you at on a guy. But you also, too, one thing people have to realize, to assess and analyze a player in the secondary, you got to know exactly the rules and the responsibility for everyone.
Right.
Everyone.
Right.
And that could make you think, oh, they might be playing quarters, but it might not be a quarter. Could be a quarter half. It could be a double digit call. It could be 3 or could be 6. You know what I mean? It depends on what's called.
Exactly. And that's the thing too. When they was calling, like, when I get, like, we'll be literally in a quarter, a half technique on my side or whatever. It's like when they said I gave up the touchdown against Arizona and
to Rondale Moore.
It's I'm deep. It's a scramble. What is the first rule of thumb, Matt, when a quarterback scramble?
You got to you plaster.
Deeper the deepest, you plaster your coverage, the guy next to you.
Yes.
This guy came from the number 2 position. And Pro Football said that was on me. When I give up a bang 8 and cover 2, because I crosses my face, they assume that that's my man.
Yeah. It's a zone concept.
But I won't necessarily, I don't appreciate it, but fans look at that as the Bible. That's some the thing. Because, like, you giving me a grade at like, it'll be a game, Mac. I get 2 targets, no catches, and I look at the thing, I'm still grading out as a 59, 63. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, I made a couple times. How is that still a D grade? Played every.
You had 64 targets last year.
So how is that? Like, is that at the end of the day, that's a sign of respect, or like they're not putting that in the factor at all?
It should be. I mean, the only way you can make plays is the ball got to come your way.
God, though, right? I'm an old guy.
That's what they say. Well, you got a young boy haircut right now, so you ain't too old.
But I'm on 5 targets in the last 5 seasons, giving up 2 targets on average per game.
Let them know how you feel, Pappy. I'm right there with you. I see you out there doing work.
I just don't appreciate how the Pro Football Focus do the grades. That's the day. A lot of people look at that stuff, and a lot of front offices look at that stuff as well.
Yeah, the front offices that believe in analytics, they tap into that area. But like I said, man, it's when it comes to fire zone concepts, when it comes to double calls, when it comes to straight dog type concepts, it's a lot that goes into play in the secondary.
And Mac, you know what I want? I want Pro Football Focus. What I want them to do is hire me when I'm done. Mm-hmm. So I true grade on defensive backs, because I know every scheme. So that's what you need to do. Get guys in there who understands every scheme of a defense.
Yes. And it doesn't matter if the safety is trying to manipulate the quarterback with a disguise concept. That's the thing a lot of people get confused with too. Oh, he might be in the box, but you don't know exactly what he's doing. But the only way you can know what he's doing is look at the other guys on the second and third level, and they tell you what they're doing.
Exactly.
They tell you what they're doing. There's not too many people that can know what people are doing in the second and third level by watching the guys on the front, on the first level. Outside of Tom Brady, because Tom Brady said he knew when we were playing fire zones in Pittsburgh, because Casey Hampton was tilted a certain type of way. Now that's just some astronomical type knowledge right there. Like, that's freaking Tom Brady. Like, I don't know how you know that. Hamp tilt one side. Oh, I know y'all in the fire zone. It doesn't matter what y'all do in the secondary. I'm looking at Hamp. Think about that. That's how great Tom Brady is. I don't even look at the secondary. I look at the tilt of the center. The nose guard and he tells me what y'all do in the secondary. Dang, Tom, that's tough. That's some high level stuff right there.
No doubt about it.
But usually for us, the second level and the third level guys will tell us when I watch the game. You know, and I call you. I call for affirmation, right? I call. Well, y'all. I want to make sure y'all was in cover 3. Yeah, we was in cover 3. Then we can talk. You know what I mean? But I gotta get my confirmation for you because it might have been something that y'all inverted. That's another thing too. People in the secondary invert calls all the time. And invert is basically changing something on the fly.
Right.
Like me and you could have something going on where the other guys in the secondary might not be involved. But as long as me and you on the same page, we're inverting.
Right.
It's a lot that goes into coverages. That's why you got to understand what you're doing mentally. And for guys, you heard PFF, Pat P say, hey, bring him aboard so he can really break down the X's and O's. Because there's a lot of players that feel how you feel, Pat P.
No doubt about it. And I feel like they have to if they're going to give the real grade, get some guys in there that play real football, that understand real coverages, real schemes, and give a true grade from there. Because I just don't understand the grading process. I really don't.
Yep. And
as a Bible.
Yeah, some people do. Well, you got 64 targets last year, according to PFF. Let's see exactly what you get.